everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene here meet you. Today, of course, is the 13th, and I'm sorry I didn't do a vlog today. I really kind of came into Soup Kitchen kind of late, and I really didn't have much to actually talk about. So, instead of basically beating my head over the skull, trying to go, well, what am I supposed to talk about? I thought that we would talk about something related to technology with cell phones. The problem is I don't have any way of zooming in easily to do a demo on the studio camera. So why don't we talk about cameras for a minute? Because Security Camera 2000 is not only got this camera that I'm using now. Again, it'll be available for pre-order. And actually, I am thinking about it. I did remember I paid a lot of money when I originally bought it. It's being offered for the same price I originally paid in the first place. And they offered another one, which looked really, really tempting. It was a board. It wasn't this camera. Let me talk about this camera for a minute, because I showed it to you many times on my camera channel before, so I'm not going to take it off the tripod and show it to you again, because I can't. So let me just explain what it is. So you open up the inside the case, you'll see it's actually in those little board cameras, and the case itself is has the CS mount focusing ring on it, and that's how you can use a CS mount lens on it. And it gets in a nice metal case, and it's got the 5-button push buttons in the back, and the set screws for connecting up the power supply. And yes, technically it does support both positive, negative 12 volts and 24 volts DC. I found inside the system there's a power conversion circuit for that. I don't use it for 24 volts AC because unfortunately, as Big Clive has found out, some Chinese designs are kind of crappy in the first place, and this camera certainly was not free of defects in its own right. Biggest problem was the BNC connector was poorly soldered when I got it, and I had to resolder the connector. That's no big deal, but if you're going to be running the camera on the 24 volts AC line, and if those filter capacitors, the voltage regulation circuit, and the diodes are not properly designed in the bridge, you're going to potentially blow the board up. So that's why I never used it in the 24 volts AC. The camera that I'm talking about, particular, like I said, is a single board camera, and like a lot of this camera boards, it has a couple features which are kind of cool, and a couple features which kind of suck. I'm going to explain all about this so you understand what's cool about it. If you're using the board camera in its normal way it's used, it can be mounted in housing and give you the ability to mount it up on a ceiling or on a external case that mounts on the wall. Usually has adjustable bevels and things like that. Great. And when we use our camera, unfortunately, that would really be a waste of time. The reason that would be is because we use it on a tripod, and that's not going to work for us. But anyway, it was just really tempting because the price that they were offering from China with shipping included was $19.99. I was just about ready to buy it. And then I realized that I needed to get some more information to determine if it was really worth the money. It's kind of still worth the money, except for one very serious issue. It's widescreen. Okay, now, we already know what that means, right? Yeah, that would mean for widescreen camera, we've already seen all the trouble we got into with doing high definition videos, like importing video from the iPhone at 720p at 30 frames per second into iMovie on the Palmer G5. That it would have been dropping frames all over the place unless you turn it in standard definition in the first place, and that, just like you saw on the Let It Go video, isn't gonna make it any better, unfortunately. and then you have to pay and scan and all that crap. See, that's not really what I wanted, unless I want to go ahead and go for a completely new stereo, a whole new system with high definition widescreen cameras. That's not going to work. Okay. They do make 1,000 TVL camera that could be used in the applications that we would be using it for. But the sad truth is that it's just not really worth the aggravation to go there. Even a 1200 TVL, when you see the camera, 1200 TVL by 960 lines, really as sort of, I'm not sure if it'd be worth it or not. See, the makes you understand when we talk about TV lines, just TV vertical lines now, okay? I mentioned this once before. Your standard definition TV picture is no wider than 720 pixels, okay? You're not going to be able to make a 9,000 or 10,000 pixel camera. Would never work. So obviously, to do 1280 by 720 would be possible, but unfortunately, no. Or is it? Yeah, that's about right. That's what it was. It was 720p. It's just not going to be of any use to me. All it would be is throwing money around. I would basically only be using a quarter of the power of the camera to do anything. That means that the rest of the camera would be underutilized. What it did have, nice feature I did like, it had the ability to, using the joystick on the cable, I could select between NTSC and PAL. I didn't have to order specifically a PAL camera, which means, again, that would work fine for my applications where I would need an NTSC camera. Now, I've already invested a lot of my money into my PAL Studio, so I'm really not interested in going back through that. Again, I'm trying to go convert everything back to NTSC. No, thank you. It's bad enough. I got an NTSC camera here. That's a pretty nice camera overall, even though it is in really that high resolution. I think it's 480 TVL, which was the Panasonic CP234. There's an adapter available. I am considering that will let me plug in my CP234 NTSC camera, and it will convert the picture into PAL, and then I could put that into a video switcher and then connect it with this camera so I could do like close-up shots and things like that. That I'm looking into. Right now, given the financial situation, that's not going to happen. It's just not really practical for me to go through this much aggravation. I don't make that kind of money. I'm not making any money in these videos. I spent a time today doing a video with Lomi on her channel, which is about old souls. One of the things I will say about old souls when it comes to spending money is old souls have experiences of deja vu kind of thing. Like, I've been through this before. I don't want to go there again, and that's exactly what I felt like. So, I'm sorry, Security Camera 2000. I'm tempted, but I'm not that tempted to go through that kind of pain. So, I'm going to wait on it. I want to use the money instead, like I said before, to get the cataract treatment for my eyes. That to me is more important. I really, really need to work on keeping my eyes in as best shape as I can. After all, if my eyes are shitty, I can't see. If I can't see, I can't focus the camera. If I can't focus the camera, then I might as well just go back to doing radio shows, because I ain't going to be able to be see anything, so that would suck too. That reason. Now, I've been watching a lot of videos on Big Live, and I've been enjoying them very much. I like some of the stuff I see in his videos. I think this guy is really, I've seen pictures of him. He's really attractive. I don't know if he's single or not, if he has a wife. Oh, you're cute, okay? But anyway, he's been giving me a lot of things to chew on as far as what I need to watch out for Chinese crap. Dory bought a cheap Chinese crappy power supply for her phone. She plugs it in and gets really hot. I started growing a little bit very concerned at how warm it was getting. And I told her straight out, I said, Dory, don't use that power adapter until I get a chance to crack that fucker open and look and see exactly why it's getting so smoking warm. It should not be getting this hot. It should be lightly warm. She says it smells like something's burning. I said, that's a dead giveaway. Something's not right. So please use either a Samsung power adapter, which we know I had a couple laying around here, or an Apple power adapter. Don't use this cheap piece of crap. Even though the cord is a beautiful purple cord, you can use the purple cord, but the rest of it I wouldn't use. That's one of the reasons I'm really kind of enjoying a lot of videos that Big Clive has been doing, because he goes in and he tears this stuff to shreds, but not for the sake of just being for the sake of destroying, but rather to determine what exactly is it built like. Is it a good design? Is it a lousy design? If it's a good design, he says he'll buy another one. He determines that before he puts the video online. So if he benched up a 500 or 600 milliamp 5-volt power supply unit with a little switchable power supply. He said this thing was made very well. He said, I actually, before I put this video up on YouTube, I made sure to buy a couple more from the distributor because I was very impressed with the design of the thing. Absolutely, I agree with Big Clive on that, and making sure you have a good, decent power supply and a good quality. I don't like shit. I'll be honest, I don't like shit. I don't like shit buildings, I don't like shit wiring, and I certainly don't like shit hardware from China. This camera kind of fell in the sort of shit, but quite repairable range, so it wasn't that bad. It could have been a lot worse than this. And trust me, if it was, I would have been one very mad mofo back around December of 2011. You never would imagine the NASQ being a very mad mofo, but I would have been steaming. But this camera has worked out well since 2012, and it's even got knocked off the tripod a few times, and it still works. And I did have to fix the BNC connector in the back because it wasn't soldered very well. But, it's served me well. I'm very happy with it. So I would like to consider buying another camera. And I do have another IR cut filter for another one. But I already got 2 Panasonic cameras, or NTSC. If I can buy the adapter that will let me use them as PAL cameras, it's not that expensive, and then I could plug them in. Alright, now let's talk about something else real quick, because I really think it's important to address. I really would like to explain it. I'm very glad to see that my videos with Dory have been doing very wonderful. I really kind of wish Dory was here today. She's not. And I love it when she's here. My viewership is higher when she's here. And I'm trying to help Dory out in her life and her issues. She's got some personal matters that she's dealing with. And I'm trying to help her with her channel. So I'm helping her out with her channels. I'm here trying to get her some good steps to how to make a good video and make it something that's enjoyable. But one of the things I'd like to have you do is, unfortunately, I can't give you Dory's channel's URL because I don't really know it offhand. I can look it up this afternoon. Right now, me and Lumia are getting her video up. So what I might do is in this video, after I get Lumi's up tonight, I'm going to go ahead and upload this video, and in the video comments or in the description, I'm going to give a link to Dory's channel. And the reason I'm going to do that is I want to help Dory to expand her usage base. Now, she's already got a representation on my channels list in my About section. But, you know, I also want to give a link to Lumi's newest video. Thank you very much. That will help us a lot. That'll help you a lot, too. And the reason is because Lumi's video is a little different than Dory's, of course, but they are both working really hard on their channels. Actually, you haven't done any recently. No, because until tonight, we haven't really had much to talk about. You sure dumped a load on my channel. I did. We talked about a lot of things, and including self-sufficiency. But right now, I gotta be careful because I got my dinner cooking in the oven. And I gotta keep my my nostrils open for the smell of my calzones as they cook. The main thing I also want to talk to you about is I was watching some TV shows on Netflix, and I never saw a review given on this, so I'm going to talk a little bit about it. It's called The Crows. The Crow. Let's be sure I spelled it right. It's C-R-O-D-S, or is it C-R-O-O-D-S? Crows or Crows? I don't know. I think it's the Crows. Okay, you got Eep Crude, and her brother, and her father, and her mother, and her baby sister, and all this. They're crustacean. What period of time is it? They're an early Stone Age family, hunter-gatherer family. It's kind of cute. It's more of a kid's cartoon. I enjoyed it. I'm watching it just because I like cartoons. I'm kind of like a lot of people when it comes to cartoons. I love cartoons because it helps me to unwind and just, not to deal with the bullshit in life every day. At least it seems to be that, it's a kid's cartoon, that they're trying to, at least the producers are trying to use some common sense, following the laws of gravity. In other words, they're not doing like Wile E. Coyote, standing in the middle of the sky, and then just realizing as he taps the open ear, almost realize there's nothing below him, and down he goes. And they know that the family's really experiencing the laws of gravity, just like everybody else says. So yeah, it's kind of cute. I really think it's a great cartoon. So go find it up. It's on Netflix. It's called The Croods. I think it's pronounced Croods. Yeah, Croods. Croods. Yeah, it's cute. Parents and kids like it together. And if you happen to be a young kid at heart and you don't care if you're 50 or 100, then you might like it too. I did. I'm still watching it. So, now, wait. I mentioned on Lumi's channel about what's going on with the world. I'm not going to go through a lot too much here because I pretty much did the equivalent of emptying my news pot. So let me just give you this news. Did anyone win the lottery yet? We don't know. The lottery won't be drawing until at least 10 o'clock Eastern time tonight. Okay, so we'll find out if somebody wins. And if they do, they're going to be rolling in the green stuff. Big time. I didn't buy a lottery ticket this time because I didn't have money. But I can't personally visualize what you would do with, how much is it now? I have no clue. Maybe $2 billion? $2 billion? It's probable. It keeps going up. At first it was 1.3. Then it was 1.4. Then it was 1.5, I think. I'm just saying it could be $2 billion. It could $2 billion. Do you know how many zeros that is? Yeah, it's like a 1 with 12 zeros at the end. Or better known as 1 times 10 raised to the 12th power. Holy shit. I cannot imagine. What would you do? I tried to imagine writing that in my checkbook. I couldn't even find enough room in my check register to write a single $1 billion. Never mind $2 1.2 billion, 1.3, $2 billion that's a lot of money. Guys, whoever wins that, if it's a single person that wins it, please, would you consider making a donation to those in need? I'm serious. However you are, maybe a donation to your local soup kitchen or to your homeless shelter. They really could use your help, because the homeless situation isn't getting any better. And given the fact that then in the next few years, the temperatures of the earth are going to start to drop, there will be a definite need to make sure to keep the needs of the many in mind. Right. Now, speaking of warmth, let me talk about something. We were just chewing through this in the kitchen. We got the 2 studio lights on. Each one draws 300 watts. Each one throws 6,000 lumens of light. Okay? So, you want to get mathematically picky. What's that? 30 lumens a watt. Yeah, no. What? Figure it out. Let's give it all the zeros. Alright. Okay. What's 120 divided by 3? 120 divided by 3? Yeah. Let's figure this out. I'm trying to figure this out. It's not 4. Why wouldn't it be 4? Because 4 times 4... No. Okay, that won't work. Okay, that 120 times 3. Well, here's a clue. If you got... Okay. This is almost as bad as math problems in high school with division. Okay, so let me try to go through this. Okay, now, 3 goes into 12. How many times? Whole times. Well, 3 times 3, or actually 3, let's see. We know 9, right? But now I can see 3 more, right? So, let's say 4, okay? That makes sense, because, right, this, yeah, that'd be 6, and then there'd be, 3 times 4 is 12, okay. So now you get, and then so that's 40 watts per lumen, 40 lumens per watt. 40 lumens per watt is astronomically bright. But at the same time, this room is nice and toasty in here right now. It's not cold. This room is warm. It's actually warmer than it is in the kitchen. Because we had this lights on since I was doing your video. That's right. And they're cooking in here. We're cooking in there in the oven. And it's hotter in here than it is in the kitchen. But it's just warming up. It's not so hot that it's uncomfortable. It's just about right. Right. Okay. So, the point is, not only am I getting the light media for videos work, which we are, but we also get a nice warmth, which right now is great, because it's kind of cold outside. It's not as windy as I thought it was going to be, but it's definitely cold. By the way, how is your foot doing? Did we finally figure out exactly what the problem is? Yes, we figured out what the problem is. What? It's the same problem I had when I was living in Litchfield Street. Oh, no. Yeah. Same thing. It's the ankle. Oh. Except then you had Medicaid. I had Medicaid then, yeah. And so I could have gone to Dr. Cravo and he could have done the massages and soaked it in basically because he was a podiatrist. I can't do that now. Oh, no. I have to do it myself. I have to figure out a way to soak and massage it. I like the ultrasonic machine that his medical assistant was using. I wonder if we could make something similar to the ultrasonic warmer. How? Well, listen, we know what ultrasonics are, right? Yeah, a very high frequency sound waves. Mm-hmm. What would happen if we could find a transducer and then put in, say, about 10 watts of power into it? Ow! 10 watts of ultrasonic high frequency sound waves? You want to call dogs every mile around here? I don't think that's exactly how many watts it uses. Actually, she told me that it can get really powerful, the output from the transducer. So it probably could, but you're right, probably might need to turn it down to reach just about the right volume. So I did use some Bengay that helped last night. By the way, I did go to the Republican thing last night, and I didn't mention that. I really should. Let's talk about that real quick. It is kind of like the first meeting of the political season, and the first thing we had to do was we had to appoint a president or chair, and we had to appoint a secretary, and we had to appoint a rules committee, and then we had to appoint a vacancy committee. Now, the last I don't know what a vacancy committee is for, because I think they're more like substitutes to fill in for the other groups. But we did not. We also kind of approved some of the other people too. I think they're who were the possible candidates for office. So I didn't get a chance to put my name in yet. But give me some time. I'm going to go there next month and a few months in and see how it goes. And maybe after that I can maybe get my name in for office in, say, about a year or something. I don't know. It's a lot of... it was really hard to hear the conversations going on because they did not have an amplifier or speaker, nor did they have an interpreter for the deaf out there. So I had a hard time hearing everything that was going on. I did manage to understand a good portion from reading the minutes or from the rules, but it was just a lot of stuff that I didn't quite get. So work on it. And of course, we saw some snow yesterday. It was nice to see some white snow on the ground. We might see more in the near future. I don't know. I haven't looked at the weather. I don't see any snow in the at least immediate week anyway. But temperatures are going to be kind of on the colder side, and they probably might warm up. This is the kind of stuff I normally talk about in the vlog. I didn't do this morning myself. The hell with it. Yeah, we're going to be seeing some temperatures slowly warm up, but it's going to stay cold overall for the next one. By the way, the DAP 2030, I'm just going to make this real quick, said by 2017, he said that the Earth will begin to cool down by about 2 degrees centigrade or Celsius. Not at all a very comfortable thing. If you're going to be seeing the Earth cool down by 2 degrees Celsius or centigrade, it's going to be a problem because it's going to cut into the crop. So I'm not going to go into much more about that. How you doing, Mr. Cat? How you doing, Mr. Big Boy? Yep, he's still with us today. Yep, he's doing fine. Easy. Please don't put your claws in my claws. This is my nicer claws. That's how I wore yesterday. I guess that's about it. Oh, I want to thank you all for watching the videos. I know my videos are sometimes kind of hit and miss. But, sometimes it's hard to come up with material. I do try to find stuff for you. If I wasn't going through this financial baloney right now in my life, and I had my life together, and everything was great, I would say we'd be talking about technology and stuff. So I just wanted to let you know where we stand on a couple things. And yes, we are in... What are you doing with the microphone? You're buzzing the microphone with your purse, huh? If you wonder why you hear a loud purring sound, that's because this cat is basically breathing into the microphone right now. It's that's that. Like this cat's been with me for the last few days. Rusty is fun. He's outside. He's doing cat things, and right now he's enjoying the snow. I think he's spreading his genetic material far and wide. That's of course what cats do. So, and that's it for now. And if you have any suggestions for videos, please do not be afraid to. The contact information as well as places where you can make donations will be placed on the video here. So you could reach me at Patreon, you can reach me on Google+, you can reach me here on YouTube, you can reach me on email. I'm on Facebook and everywhere else. And that way you can always give me suggestions, comments, concerns, kudos, grapes, loves, hates, whatever. But just be aware of one thing, okay? I'm not really the best online talent. I never said I was, okay? It takes a lot of pre-planning and pre-thought to get up here. And I'm also, unfortunately, tend to be very long talking. That's obvious. So, I'm going to have to start learning to shorten my sessions because I gotta watch my calzones. Okay? So I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.